like I said before, there are 2-3 important aspects that we need to cover if we want to be competitive in the global environment, right? So number one is the duty benefits, mainly the free trade agreements that countries have. Because ultimately, when you go in the export world, you have to compete with everybody in the world, right? You're not competing with your domestic competition, but it's a global competition. So that requires us to ensure that we have a competitive platform to begin with. So that's where the free trade agreements matter a lot. So Sri Lanka, if you look at today, we have the GSP plus benefits to Europe. So that's duty free to Europe, provided that you source the raw materials from the region. And other than that, we have the India free trade agreement, which has a limitation from apparel perspective. If you look at only to 8 million pieces, which can take to something like $40 million in turnover, probably at max, and that's the kind of the quota that we are having at the moment. So extending that is very important, and that's been spoken about for a number of years, multiple times, and I believe the government reiterating that in this budget is also a good thing, that probably the regional FTAs to be expanded. So that's something that we are eagerly waiting to see how we need to move forward on that front. The other aspect is the logistics, because when you export, you sometimes import as well as you have to get the goods out on time, and that requires a lot of support from the logistics one, particularly the port and the customs related work. And the budget talk about these two aspects, especially investing large amount of funds to support congestion, to mitigate and eliminate the congestion at the port. So this, I believe, is a positive thing, and that need to get further enhanced in terms of the drive that we need to take towards making a logistics hub, and the support that we need to take our product speed and fast as possible to the market. So these will make our competition going. Of course, the cost then comes as the big one, because the cost competitiveness is a top priority. So I think when you look at these aspects that are being taken in, I think it's crucial that the investment environment is surrounding these aspects to make it a cost competitive aspect. So with that, you will see the investments coming in. Now, for example, if you look at 2 to 3 years ago, like you said, there was a lot of people talking about Bangladesh, everybody running to Bangladesh. But last year, Bangladesh had its own set of problems, and there is now mitigation of risk that is happening from Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka is gaining a lot. Of Indian and Bangladeshi apparel manufacturers are looking for factories in Sri Lanka as we speak today. So I think this is part of a broader risk mitigation from the brand's point of view. They don't want to put all eggs in one basket, so they want to spread their global risk, and that will continue to happen. So investments will come to Sri Lanka. I think investments should be done in Sri Lanka with this competitive nature.